I'm Jim Faust at Clemson University, and it is now early December, and we are at the end of the poinsettia season. I'm going to show you a few plants that my students grew that are kind of new and unique colors. First, we have Jingle Bell Rock, which has an unusual white pattern amongst the red bracts. We have a very good-looking Polly's Pink, very vibrant hot pink poinsettia. And a little more unusual, this year we have an orange one called Orange Spice that is pretty cool. And then the most unusual plant we have this year is actually called Envy, which is the first green poinsettia. As you can see, it's kind of a whitish green, kind of gives a little bit different look to the plant. So anyway, we've had a pretty good crop, some nice plants around here, but we're going to actually walk over to another greenhouse now and look at some old poinsettia varieties. We have some plants that go back as far as 100 years old, and we're going to go take a look at those. Okay, now we're in another greenhouse that has a collection of many different poinsettia varieties, new ones and some very old ones. The first one we'll look at, this is Prestige, which is the largest single poinsettia variety grown in the market today. We have probably at least 5 million of these grown in the Carolinas annually. It's a standard red variety, but why growers really like to produce it is that it has really strong, thick stems, and so the plants hold up really well in the stores and in the shipping process. If we go back a little bit further, though, we go back to the early 1900s. This is a variety called St. Louis that was found in St. Louis, and you can see it is a very tall plant. The old poinsettias were actually cut flower, used as cut flowers, and the flowers are huge, and the plants are very tall, and but it's still a beautiful plant. We go back a little further into the 1870s. We have what are called double flowering poinsettias, which are ones that actually do not have true flowers in the center of the inflorescence. All the male flowers actually are converted into petals, so it makes it a different look. These are used in landscapes in Mexico and South Florida. It's actually a very good landscape plant, not very good in the greenhouse, so you don't see it commercially very often. And actually then we'll go back to a wild poinsettia in Mexico. So this is what the plant actually looks like in the wild. You can see the bracts are very small and narrow compared to the modern varieties. So we've really come a long way in the several hundred years of domestication of this holiday plant. So that is our poinsettia wrap up for this season.